We're going to use SpinnerChief's Reciprocal Super Replace system to rewrite an article very, very quickly. I have a very short article here and we're going to rewrite it together. I've got the first word highlighted here, anybody, and I'm going to choose a synonym for it, anyone. Now we move along, we tab along. I'm holding down the Control key and I'm pressing the Alt button. That will tab along to the next word. In there, it's a short phrase, so I will choose within there. And right mind, I'm going to miss those two out. Knows, understands, it's a good idea. So I will choose it's wise. Now you see how once you get into a rhythm, it becomes quite speedy, quite fast. To drink, so I'll choose consume, water. I'll choose H2O. But, however, did you know that? Are you aware that? You can. It's possible to drink. Now, the word drink has gone bold, and the reason for that is because SpinnerChief knows we've already entered a synonym for the word drink. Now, normally, with any other spinner, you would have to enter the synonym again for this. But SpinnerChief's saying to us, well, you've already entered one synonym for this. If you want, you can leave the word and I'll put the same synonym in later for you, which is very nice of it, and it adds to the speed. So I will leave that and go on to water. Now, water's gone bold as well for exactly the same reason. We've already done it, so I'm going to leave it. I don't need to enter anything. To lose, to get rid of, weight, body weight. It is true, my good friends. Okay, so you can see how when you get into a rhythm, you can quickly choose synonyms to replace the words that are already there. And I'm going to move on now and do the next paragraph, and we'll begin to see some more features. As a, being a matter of fact, that's another phrase you can't really change. Water, that's gone bold and we know why, so I'll leave it. Is the water could be the most important, most significant consideration, thing to consider when it comes to, with regards to, losing weight, reducing your weight. Why? Exactly why? Because, simply because, water, that's gone bold, so we don't have to enter anything, actually really increases the, boosts the body's, systems, ability to, capability to metabolize fats. How? So we choose exactly how for that. Now, that was quite fast as well. We got into a rhythm and there were a couple of bold words there which made it a bit quicker. Now let's try the next paragraph. As a, we've already done that, so we can leave that. Matter of fact, we're leaving that anyway. Anybody, yes, we've already done that, so we're moving on. Do you see how it gets a bit quicker now once we've got some words in there? Right mind, certainly, definitely. Knows, see we've done that, it's a good idea, we've done that. To drink water, look at that phrase there, I didn't have to enter anything at all there. I just moved along because they all went bold. But the, I'll put however there. Most important, yes, we've done that already. Consideration, we've done that. Is there, we've done that. Which often requires water to function, to operate. So you can see in that paragraph, we didn't have to enter much at all because mostly is bold, and later on SpinnerChief is just going to put the same synonyms in that we've already put in. So now let's do the final paragraph. And the word however has gone bold. Why has it gone bold? Because we haven't entered synonyms for that word yet. Well, the reason why is because SpinnerChief knows here that we had the word but and we entered the synonym however for it, and it's saying to us, well, You've already entered however as a synonym, so would you like me to put but in when I spin it? And we're saying yes please. That means it's another word we don't have to deal with. And are you aware that? Same thing. There, look. Are you aware that? That was a synonym we put in for did you know that? And SpinnerChief's saying, well, if you want, when I spin it, I'll put did you know that in instead, because it knows that within this article and within this style of writing, it's probably going to be right. It's probably going to make sense. So let's move on and do the rest of the paragraph. Your systems, again, that's a synonym we entered earlier. So is that. So is that. Relies on the systems, yep. So is that. Most significant, yep, we've already done that. Choose body organ for that. So in that last sentence, not only did we hardly have to enter anything, but it wasn't even replacing. It was looking at what we'd already entered as synonyms and saying to us, well, I can put the original word back in the place there if you want. So how fast was that? That's much faster than your normal rewriting, way faster. So let's give it a spin and see if it's actually worked, see if it makes sense. First we need to actually replace the words that in bold, and this here is the super replace facility. Just click on that and click replace here. It's as simple as that. And now you can see all these green synonyms are the ones it's put in when it's done the replace function. All of that. See all of these green synonyms next to the black. These are the synonyms that I didn't have to put in and that you won't have to put in when you rewrite. So now let's spin it. So don't use original words checked here, because we want to write a completely new article, and we just get one article, spin it, and see what happens. There, it's spun. Now, let's read it and see if it's actually worked. So starting at the top, anyone within their right mind understands it's wise to consume H2O. However, are you aware that it's possible to consume H2O to get rid of body weight? It is true, my good friends. Okay, so far so good. Next paragraph. Being a matter of fact, H2O could be the most significant thing to consider with regards to reducing weight. Exactly why? Simply because H2O really boosts the system's capability to metabolize fats. Exactly how? So far so good. Now let's do the third paragraph, which is the one that was mainly super replace. Being a matter of fact, anyone within the right mind definitely understands it's wise to consume H2O. However, the most significant thing to consider could be the kidney, which often requires H2O to operate. Well, that made perfect sense to me. And let's try the final paragraph, the one that was the reciprocal super replace, the ones that replaced the original word back where it found synonyms that we'd entered. But did you know that your body's ability to metabolize fat relies on the body's most important body organ, the liver? So that's 100% making sense. It's a high quality article. It's 100% human readable. You could submit that to anywhere. E-zine, possibly associated content, anywhere, because it's excellent quality. And how fast was it? No other article spinner has anything like this capability. It's the SpinnerChief Reciprocal Super Replace System, and it's going to help you rewrite your articles very quickly in the future. And don't forget, SpinnerChief is completely free. Thank you for watching.